stopped you before. Don't let it get in your way. Those are her words, not mine. As far as I'm concerned, we could have had a good time. So if you walk out that door in disgust, I guess there's nothing more to discuss. Birds don't sing, they just fall from the sky. Girls don't call and they never tell you why. That's just how they say goodbye.
Hello. How we doing? How's it going? Sam and Wyvern, how's it going? Okay, Jay, welcome to stream. How we doing, fellas? Happy Sunday. How's it going, Lethal? Opening us up. 2 TV girl is crazy. Wrong form of 2. Wrong form of 2. It tripped me up, and this stream has already started horribly because of it. But I like a little bit of TV girl. I like a little bit of TV girl. Hey. Caught. All right, you got me. Salutations. How's it going, Quigglesworth? That's a great name. Sleepy Riley, what's up? And King Cameron. My goat is back with the milk. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I am back with the milk. You're right. I like TV Girl 2, just crazy thing to hear. First thing. Here's the thing. That's the wrong... Now you use the wrong 2 again. That's when you use the 2 O's on the 2. You messed it up again. And now you look like a fool. And everyone's laughing at home. When it's 2016, we know you're scared. Didn't watch the video award. Unfortunately, you're the winner. Unfortunately, B Monkey, you are the winner of the did not watch the video award. Oh, sorry, English isn't my main language. I'm only fucking with you, man. Opinion on bagels. This is like the 3rd time you've asked me that, Bagelington. And I do like bagels. I am a fan of bagels. It is true. The rumors can be confirmed. Banana, how's it going? Welcome to stream. I'm noticing a suspiciously placed red couch and whiteboard behind you. This one? The one that's been there for like 2 months? You're just noticing this? This shit been here, dog. We've been out here with the casting couch, which is not what this is. To be clear.
Welcome to the Cream Kingdom, bitch.
Razor Lord, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. You've been watching the World Cup? Bits of it. I watched it last night. Last night was my World Cup night. Unfortunately, I only watched it was Jordan versus like Argentina, which was the game that didn't matter. And I missed the Austria game, which was way cooler. World Cup's cool though. I'm not going to take my time out of the day to watch it. If I'm like out somewhere and it's on a TV, I'll be like, oh, that's cool. I'm very TV pilled. I'm like a little mosquito. If there's like a flashing light somewhere, like I have to look at it. It's really fucked up, honestly. It's going to ruin me one day. Frankly, I might run into a mosquito light one day. I look at them a lot when I see them around, those big blue mosquito lights that kill them. That has not been there. You're gaslighting me. What? The big couch, the big red couch in the background of all of my streams. Have you noticed the flags? Those have also been there. There have also been flags there. There's a big like bookshelf thing that's also been there. Norway gonna win this shit? There is about a 0% chance that happens. We won against South Africa, so nothing else matters anymore. It's crazy Canada has not got a World Cup win until right now. Canada beating anyone in the World Cup like 10 years ago would have been unthinkable, though, if we're being for real. That's hockey, skiing, snow place. But so is Norway, and they've always kind of been all right. New York flag so ass. Well, we'll get to the bottom of that later, because I got a lot of tier lists, one of them being state flags. But you know what? Maybe it's just because I'm a New Yorker. Maybe it's just because I'm from New York. But as far as seals go on flags, not that bad. There are worse ones. It's one of the better seal on flags. We have a top 3 attack. What do you mean? You just have a top 3 player. You have a top 3 attack because you have a top 3 player. Florida is genuinely pretty dog shit. I just read that as Florida, not Florida's. Because both are sort of true. 15 streams for King Cameron. Thank you, man. Ugh. Mexico and France are the only teams I'm really rooting for. I mean, root for France then. Because France is the one that could possibly win. America will win the World Cup Trust? It's possible. It's entirely possible. Honestly, no, it's not. I don't know why I just said that. Am I having a stroke? Why did I say that? No, obviously the U.S. isn't going to win the World Cup, but they have a good chance, better than most years. They're going to get bounced by Belgium in the second round, but not too bad. Virginia Seal has both blood and nudity. Whew. Actually, don't know state flags that well, so it'll be cool to go over them. It actually will be cool to check them out. Oh, my screen just went black. Oh, I'm fine. Okay, we're fine. Is everything fine? Are we good? I think we're good. When's the USSR video projected to come out? I'm an investor. 2 weeks? 2 weeks, maybe? I'd say I'd give it 2 weeks. I believe that we will win. I'll give that to the US one of the best chants. Mostly because I don't understand or know the other chants because they're in other languages. But I believe that we will win is an awesome chant. It's a great chant. Even if it's delusional. Even if. USA is so ass they had a super easy group. Yeah, they did. They're not ass, but they did have a super easy group. I won't deny that. They played well against that easy group, but also 3 teams got out of that group. Not that either of them were great, but... And they did lose to Turkey in the last one. Or Turkey, I guess. Do you guys know it was changed to Turkey? It's not Turkey anymore. Are we all aware of this? Did everyone get the memo when that happened? That the country is no longer called Turkey? Yes, everyone knows it's Turkey now. I don't think that's true. I think they know that now because of the World Cup. The Ottoman Republic? No. Turkey. Because I think, is it specifically for English, or do they want everyone to call them Turkey? Because, like, Germans call Germany Deutschland, but we don't call it that still. I knew the spelling was changed, not the pronunciation. I also knew that. I thought they just changed the spelling a little bit, so it didn't look the same, but I guess it's also pronounced differently. Mexico and USA both had pretty easy groups while Canada was fighting for its life. Is that true? World Cup. I don't know if that's true. Standings. Canada has had fucking Qatar and Bosnia and Herzegovina. and Switzerland, which is like pretty good. But I don't think that's a crazy group compared to what the U.S. had. Did you hear Nauru is changing their name? No, to what? Why are people? Why is everyone changing their name all of a sudden? We can't just be changing names now. How we can't just be changing names. Bro, it's just learned that languages beside English exist. No, when I was a little kid, I thought every language like was structured the same. They just had different words for things. You know what I'm saying? Like like you could perfectly translate every language. People were just kind of dumb and like said words differently in different places, which is not how it works. Everyone knows they changed it. Go, ask your grandma. Ask your parents. Ask your grandparents. I guarantee you, you will have maybe one of them say, "Oh, it's Turkey." No one is going to say that. Nobody will. In fact, I will almost guarantee you, you ask your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, you will get maybe one person that knows it's called Turkey before the World Cup. Everyone I know would say that. Say what? Turkey? Your stream is lagging my Fortnite. Please stop. Go into freaking, what's it called? If you're on your phone, turn off your data. Or if you're on your PC, use, what's it called? Administrator mode. Whatever the fuck that's called. What is this prediction? Who started a prediction? How many guesses for the daily bundle? Ooh. 1. Gotta be 1. How do I make this go away on my OBS now? Okay, that's weird. Cabo Verde. I also think it's weird. Like, America, don't we call Cape Verde still? We don't call them, we sometimes call them Cabo Verde. But like at the same time, I don't know, do they want us to call them Cape Green or something? I don't know. Or like we still call the Ivory Coast. I feel like most people don't call it Cote d'Ivoire. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Everyone but you says Cote d'Ivoire. Really, everyone but me says Cote d'Ivoire. Because Spain is España, but Germany is GER. I don't know. I don't know. I think most people associate ESP with Spain if you watch any like Olympics or anything. Sometimes some countries just change their names from really cool names to straight BS, like Persia to Iran. Yeah, I think Persia was always an exonym though. I don't think anyone in Persia called it Persia. Persia is a cool name though. Iran is, it sounds too similar to like other countries in the region. Persia's a cool name. I agree. FIFA uses the Hoi 4 country tags. Stop being mean to, I don't know, the Nauru? Is that the new name of Nauru? Cote d'Ivoire is way better known than Turkey. Yeah, definitely. 100%. I would say 100%. I also didn't fix the chat, I'm realizing. My bad for this. Didn't fix the length of it. I could do that. But not right now. Why the fuck do people always say Iran? Because that's how it seems like in the US. That's just how American accents say it sometimes. You could say Iran too. You hear Iran and Iran interchangeably. Like Iraq and Iraq. Like Prussia to Germany pissed me off. No, I disagree. Germany cooler. Prussia, dumbass name. You can't have Russia and then also Prussia. That's so lame. That's literally the opposite problem of Iran and Iraq. There's another country that's already known as the thing you want to be known as. You have to change your name. You can't change to it. I like French fries. Thank you. Thank you, banana. UK is a weird middle one for Iraq where it's Iraq. They say Iraq? I guess so. Yeah. They probably do. Prussians actually went extinct? Not true. Not really. Prussians were just Germans. Germany still exists. I call it my rack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Well, Russians should have stayed Kievans. That doesn't make sense, though, because that Kiev isn't in Russia anymore, so that wouldn't make sense. Deutschland is an equally sick but definitely evil name for a country. Honestly, yeah. It has Germany does have like a twinge of like evilness to the language in general. It's a very strange language. Like don't I thought the Netherlands had like a weird name for themselves, but they definitely don't. It's just the Netherlands, which is just kind of silly. As an Iranian, Iran rolls off the tongue better. It does. It does. That's the thing with like when you want to name places things. Does that make sense? Like in English, it's hard to say words in other languages, and in other languages, it's hard to say words in English. So sometimes you got to call things differently. And that's fine. I think that's okay. Because, like, how Chinese people pronounce China, it's like really hard for English speakers to say. Order a Big Mac in German is more threatening than anything Gustavo Fring ever said. Oh. I don't know why Belarus would call themselves Belarus, because why the fuck would you name yourself after your former conqueror? Least obvious puppet state. Honestly, Belarus rolls off the tongue well, though. That does roll off the tongue well. Because they also go by Ruthania, don't they? It's like Ruthanians or something, which is also fine, I guess. But Americans will always be Yanks. Always be the Yanks. How we been doing this weekend, fellas?
Cream Kingdom, bitch.
Hey, Purple Artsky 3, thank you very much for the follow. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Hope you all have been doing well. Yo, big news for me specifically. New Cyberpunk Edgerunner show is confirmed. It's confirmed. That's right, fellas. That's right. Time for Cyberpunk talk. Once in a blue moon, we get Cyberpunk talk on this stream. I barely ever mention it, probably. But the new Cyberpunk show has just been released by Netflix, and it looks, or not released, it's been teased. And I've seen a lot of speculation, a lot of cool stuff about it, cool characters. And let me tell you, I'm not an anime guy, man. I'm not an anime guy. I wish it was a different type of animation, but I love Cyberpunk, man, and I never shorten it down to its acronym. I don't do that. I forgot I added that emote. That's a crazy emote. Boone loves CP. No, we don't shorten Cyberpunk. We do not do that. Do not shorten Cyberpunk. CP talk. No. Biggest lie out of Boone's mouth. I'm not an anime guy, dude. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just like a lot of my freaking, Twitch people I know are like anime, and I've been in like, anime noob guesses One Piece videos, but like I haven't been opposed to it necessarily, but I couldn't even get through Cowboy Bebop, which is considered one of the greatest animes of all time. Couldn't do it, man. I was so bored. I thought, and it's so related to Cyberpunk, which is one of my favorite properties of all time. And I couldn't get through it, man. I was watching it wrong. I expected it to have like a big overarching story, but it's just kind of episodic, and it was. I was expecting the story to kick in at any moment, and then the story never kicks in. And every episode, I'm like, well, that was fucking pointless. That one was pointless. I was watching it wrong, but also very slow. Also, just kind of slow. I love anime, especially Demon Slayer. Too TikTok brained? I don't think so. By the way, what's up, Glandon? I don't think so. I don't think it's like a TikTok brain thing. I do want to watch like Studio Ghibli movies because I hear those are good, but those I also hear are pretty slow. So I don't know. The only one I've ever watched is the Cyberpunk one, which I thought was fine. I thought it was good. Um, a lot of anime things I didn't like. One of the best characters, or everyone's favorite character, is like it's a character that looks like a kid for no reason. I don't I didn't like that. I thought they were weird. I thought it was weird that that character was in the show, but everyone loved them, I guess. But what do I know? It seems like the new show won't have that, hopefully. Just like a normal actual child, not like a 20-year-old doing sexual things that looks like a child. So that'll be nice. That'll be nice for the show. Ghibli's a little slow, but it's good and comfy. That's what I've heard. It can be slow because it is also old. A lot of the old anime I've heard is slow. Also, aren't they like redoing? I think I just saw this that they're like doing a remaster version of the beginning of One Piece. Is that a real thing? Because like if you could like cut down One Piece more, like maybe I'd be interested in watching that. I just learned what One Piece filler was. I didn't know what filler in One Piece was. I thought a filler episode was like a filler episode of any show where like it doesn't actually matter to the main story. It's just completely pointless filler whatever. But that's not what it is. Apparently in every episode there's just like they make the characters just do stupid shit that isn't canon. They do it in the show, but it's not canon. They just make the character do stupid shit that takes up time so the episode lasts longer and they don't catch up to the manga, which is so dumb. The One Piece is real. They'd have to cut the show like 90% for you to be able to watch it, TikTok brain. Oh, so there'd only be 300 episodes if they cut it 90% then. That's not a TikTok brain thing. I feel like you have to have TikTok brain to watch One Piece. Because you have to just you have to turn it off so you can watch all the episodes to catch up. And once you're caught up, it's probably great. It's probably awesome once you're caught up. I would have to have TikTok brain and like watch shit constantly in the background to even catch up with it. I started watching One Piece like 3 weeks ago. It's so slow. I know. November approaches. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Guy uses a cover of a semi-obscure anime in like half of his vids. Which one? The what's it? The Johnny Comes Marching Home song? Because that's not from anime. If you mean the Johnny Comes Marching Home, that was just in an anime. That was just the version from the anime that's on YouTube. It's not from an anime. BBC tried advertising One Piece to the general British public like it was a normal show because they somehow got the rights. I heard like two 75-year-olds discussing the weird non-Simpsons cartoon. uh You couldn't even finish a 12-episode season, let alone One Piece, Boone. There's no way. There's no way I'd do it. If they like remastered it and made it look good and like cut out the filler and made it like, you know, a quality show for a lot of it. I know this is like brain dead anime takes. I know, right? I know it's peak, and millions of outsider normies have said exactly what I'm saying. I get it, man. I get it. But like, uh... I'll talking all this anime nonsense while I'm here waiting for Steel Ball Runs. That is anime. Steel Ball Runs is anime. That is what that is. My two favorite animated movies are anime movies: Infinity Castle and Ponyo. Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't watched an anime movie. Maybe those are good. They probably are. I'm not saying they're bad. I shouldn't be saying they're bad. Because I know they're not bad, but they might just not be for me. I don't know. Is New York stop being on fire because of the Knicks? It'll never stop. It'll never stop. You're not wrong though. One Piece is ass. Like I won't say it's ass. I think there are things in this world that are there is an objective truth to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just say the Beatles are ass. Like that's just you can not like the Beatles, but they're not ass. You know? Like One Piece clearly is very good, and you cannot like One Piece, but that doesn't mean One Piece is ass. Like it's the greatest story ever told, so they say. I mean, Ghibli is all movies. Exactly. That's why I gotta watch Ghibli. Because I hear that's like the gold standard. That's like the Pixar of anime, is what everyone says. No anime can compare to Surf's Up 2. In fact, I believe everyone can. Maybe not everyone. You know what? Maybe not. Surf's Up 2 is probably gas. Even though I know it's not. The one with all the WWE wrestlers. Probably great, though. Maybe one day. Maybe eventually I will. You should watch Grave of the Fireflies. I do want to watch that one, but I know what it's about. I know that that's like the really fucking sad and depressing one. Vinland Saga. I do want to watch that. That looks cool. That looks up my alley. But so did Cowboy Bebop, and I didn't like it, so I don't know. Trust me, maybe. Maybe I'll watch Vinland Saga at some point. Maybe. If I can't get into like Vinland Saga, then there's no hope for me. I just don't really like that. I guess I just don't like the medium. I don't know. Well, maybe this new Cyberpunk will be good. Maybe the new one will be good. Everyone will get back into Cyberpunk, man. I've been wanting to make a Cyberpunk video on a side channel for a long time. Maybe I do that, get some views when the game gets big again, when the show comes out. Maybe. Also, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I've heard that's good also, but CP Fiend, I swear. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Boone only likes anime when it's CP. We're getting off this topic. We're getting off this topic now. We're getting off this topic. You know another animation? Gonna clip Boone saying CP Fiend. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that.
Is someone paying you to do this?
Didn't. Hi, Duck. Didn't know you were into that CP anime. Thanks, man. Thanks. Very kind. Hi, Tara. Tara, you didn't miss anything. Stream actually just started. Stream actually just started right now. You didn't miss anything. But what's up, Duck? Duck TV in chat. Clap it up for that. My good friend, Duck TV. Boone really likes Chris Pratt. Yeah. Who's the American soccer player they kept calling CP in their posts? What's his name? Christian Pulisic. They kept calling their like Twitter posts. They kept calling him CP, and it's like no. Just watch One Piece and JoJo so Willie can't farm us. No, he can farm me forever. As I was saying, man, there's just no chance I will watch either of those, unfortunately. If the new Netflix like redoing the series is like good and like cuts out the shit, then like maybe I'll watch it. Chris Paul too. Yeah, they did. They cut down Chris Paul's name too. Another animation I did watch though actually was the end of The Amazing Digital Circus, which had a lot of talk around it, and I'm way late to the party. I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. I always watched that show very passively, and I never thought it was more than okay. And the ending was also very okay. I did hear that in movie. Is my mic peaking? I did hear that in movie theaters though, that like parents brought their kids to it and they like didn't really know what it was, so they were like angrily demanding refunds and shit cuz it's like it's kind of heavy. And apparently there's like a part in the beginning with Zach Hadel who is Charlie from Smiling Friends. There's a part in the beginning where he talks to them about like death and stuff and how there's nothing beyond this life or some shit. And it was like scaring parents and they were demanding refunds at the movie theater. But like if you there's like a whole different type of person out there that goes to the movies and just picks a movie. You know what I'm saying, man? Like what I can't imagine going to a movie theater and going to see a movie I know nothing about. Like literally nothing. One that I picked that day. Like I don't know, it's one thing to intentionally not know something about the movie, like you don't want the movie spoiled for you, but you know what you're in for. Like there were a bunch of parents that brought their kids to see Sausage Party because they thought that was like a kids movie just because it was animated. And I'm like, you're a psychopath. You are a psychopath. If you go to a movie theater, especially with kids, and you just go into a theater to watch a movie you know nothing about, you are a psychopath. That's an insane person thing to do. It's just, I can't even fathom that. The Amazing Digital Circus fans are ravenous over the show. That's what people say. I've never seen it. People say they're very ravenous, and I assume they're correct. I will assume they're correct because Gooseworks, the creator, sure seems to think so. But I've surprisingly never seen it in the way that I would have expected. By the way, last weekend to come out until next June. You got any news, Boone? No. No news. There is zero news related to the month of June. Such is your implication. I'm in a Discord full of the Amazing Digital Circus fans, and I can confirm. They're just spoiled brats. I know because I'm one of them. I suppose so. I assume so. It's one of those shows that I can imagine. It seems like a show out of time. Like it was made for people like on the internet in like 2016. You know what I'm saying? 2016 2016 mentioned. It seems like a show for like an older part of the internet that I don't see a lot anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how else to say it. 14-year-old fans on Twitter have the worst takes on anything, TBH. Yeah, I mean, that's always been a thing, but I also thought about this recently. You're very incentivized to say the stupidest shit imaginable on Twitter because you get paid for it now. If it gains traction, like, you just get paid for it. So people are incentivized to have wrong takes. So it also disproportionately makes things weird. It's a show that wanted the Smiling Friends audience and got the Born in 2015 audience. I don't think it wanted the Smiling Friends audience. I don't think that's who they were going for at all. I think Gooseworks would have loved it if it was, but I don't think that's what they were going for. People without the blue check marks are being stupid, though. Yeah, but they can hide them, can't they? Can't they hide blue check marks? Have you seen Gameoverse yet? No, haven't seen it. I just do not think I could ever get over Jay Schlatt's voice. I don't think I could ever cognitively dissociate myself from his voice. I would just immediately be pulled out every time and be like, oh, that's Jay Schlatt talking right now instead of Caboodle or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine, though. I'm sure it's fine. You're like $5 for a trillion views, though. Yeah, it's $5 more than you would have got otherwise. I'm not gonna read that, Lethal, but I believe you. Just bought Dispatch, but I don't know if it's for me. How long should I give it? If you've seen it before, if you've seen someone play through it, then you're probably not gonna get into it, because you know how it goes. I don't know. I'd give it like a day or two. I think the mechanics of the game are fun enough to keep you there, and then the story just kind of progresses from there. I know nothing spoiler free. Oh, then give it some time. Give it like I'd give it 2 days, 2 in-game days. And if you're not into it by then it's not your thing. Dude, I kind of feel the same way about Undertale. Or not Undertale, Deltarune. The new Deltarune just came out, Chapter 5 or whatever. Also, very adjacent audience to to Amazing Digital Circus. If you liked Undertale and the Amazing, if you liked Deltarune and Undertale, you like the Amazing Digital Circus. That Venn diagram is a circle. That is a single circle. That is all the same people. But I always thought it'd be cool. It looks like a cool game. I can't get into it. I've tried, man, and I'm probably gonna keep trying till I get through the first chapter, which I also hear is the worst. But it's like I tried and I just can't. I know it's really popular and I like the music and shit. I used the music in my last video and it looks cool. It looks fine. But like I'm like deadlock brained now. Like I can't go to fucking Deltarune. I'm fucking doing 3D MOBAs and shit. I can't be going back into like a 8-bit Deltarune game. I really dislike the Amazing Digital Circus. Do you dislike it because of the show or because of the fans? Because those are two very different things. Both are valid to dislike it, but one is more valid than the other. It's like tossing Fire Emblem players into the Pokemon crowd. Untrue. I would assume most Fire Emblem players like Pokemon, but that's just most people on Earth. Don't stray too much around the Undertale Venn diagram. There be monsters. True. Very true. If you have trouble with Deltarune, try playing it with a friend that helped me a bit. Maybe. That would just slow me down. That's the thing with Deltarune 2 is like I'm going up to like everything to see what it is, to see if it has like a funny joke. Like I'll go up to like the whiteboard and it'll be like it's a whiteboard. Looks like the chalk's been eaten or like a little funny joke. I'm just like, huh. And then I just go on my day. But a lot of the times it's just like this is a water fountain and that's all it tells you. And so it just takes me forever. Which is, my fault, I guess. Have a good one, Kamikaze. All I'm hearing is a terrible, awful fan base. For which? For Deltarune? Try WT, though. Peak Games. I don't know what that is. What percentage of humans do you think would recognize a Pikachu? Oh, War Thunder. You actually responded before I even... I didn't even look that far. I think probably, I would say 60% of people on Earth would know what a Pikachu is. More than that, even. Aren't like 60% of people? I think 60% of people are in China, Japan, or English-speaking countries. And like I think that basically everyone you find there would know what a Pikachu is. I've never cared about Pokemon. That's too bad, man. That's too bad. A blessing and a curse, I would say, to never care about Pokemon. Because Pokemon are extremely cool. And there might be a Pokemon tier list if I decide to do it today. But also they make such shit games now that it's like, it's kind of painful to be a Pokemon fan. So it's a double-edged sword, you know? You're missing the good, but you're also missing the bad. And do you want to live a life like that? Is that a life worth living? Probably, actually. That's kind of what life's all about. But anyways, wasn't Pokemon supposed to be the biggest franchise or something at some point? It still is. Pokemon still is the biggest franchise on Earth. Let's be real. It is. Biggest? Because, like, what even comes close? Like, just Disney as, like, a general company? Images. This is what it says, and I don't know, believe this or not, I suppose, but Pokemon, Hello Kitty, I guess, Winnie the Pooh also, I guess, and then Mickey Mouse. These top three are Asian markets. It's mostly Asian markets. And then it's Star Wars and Mario and Pan Man, which I don't even know what that is. Jump Comics, which is mangas. Harry Potter's in there. One Piece 18 is pretty impressive. Frankly, I think it'd be even higher. Fist of the North Star, I've never heard of. Call of Duty being this high is crazy. Yeah, interesting. But it's very depressing that Pokemon is so beloved and such an interesting world, and they just don't do. They make shit games with it. They don't do anything with it. Didn't know G was that popular. Dude, he's very popular. Do you know what's really popular in China too? Lotso, the bear from Toy Story. He's like super popular there for some reason. Lotso, China. I watched a video about this. He's like one of the most popular like Disney Pixar characters just because he's like insanely popular over there for some reason because he's just like a silly little strawberry bear and like maybe he's a fascist authoritarian but funny little pink bear. Like it's tough to measure them up beside themselves. We have to separate the art from the artist, is what I'm trying to say. Rip Star Wars. Star Wars also hasn't been doing great. I think Mandalorian and Grogu fucking bombed, which clap it up for that. Hopefully they'll make more Andor type shit and not more Mandalorian type shit. But now Dave Filoni is in charge, so we'll see. We'll see. I had a lot of hopes for him, but now he's kind of leading the franchise in a bad spot, so we'll see. The fall of Star Wars does not need to be studied, simply because it's easy to say, no George Lucas equals no Star Wars. No. No plan equals no Star Wars. People don't have a plan, and that's not Star Wars. Dave Filoni does have more of a plan, I guess, but like it is bad. At least there is a plan with what Dave Filoni has. The last 3 Star Wars movies, not including Mandalorian and Grogu, there was no plan. And it was made by people who are clearly just trying to get a bag and didn't give a fuck. This is like my 7th Star Wars rant that I've had on my Twitch channel, but I don't care. Andor wasn't Lucas and it was good because they cared. Exactly. They actually cared about Andor, so they made a good thing. It's not like George really cared about his franchise halfway through the prequels, which is crazy because the prequels pick up halfway through. The prequels actually get pretty good halfway through. Not pretty good. They're still not great. I will always maintain this. I've said this a million times. Phantom Menace is so much worse than Attack of the Clones. It's so much worse. Ugh. Have a good one, Lethal Straight. What if we watch Star Wars on stream? That would be a great idea. Bro, did Keanu Reeves drop out of Andor? Was he ever in Andor? I don't think he was ever in Andor. Can we Pokemon go to the tier list? Soon, very soon. I do gotta pee, but it is about time. Phantom Menace gave us pod racing, though. Yeah, there's one hype moment in that whole movie, and everyone just forgives everything else for being absolutely terrible. There's two hype moments. There's pod racing and Darth Maul, and I thought Darth Maul was fucking lame. I did not think he was that cool. I thought he was trying too hard. It's crazy how much people hated the prequels in retrospect, considering what we got now. Yeah, but if you grew up with mainline Star Wars, the 3 Star Wars movies, and then you got the prequels, you would fucking hate them too. Because, like, they are bad. Let's not beat around the bush. They're bad. They fucking blow. But they're good Star Wars. It's good Star Wars movies because we've grown up with it and the universe has expanded to make them not suck. Which is funny enough is not happening with the sequels. It doesn't seem like they're trying to touch the sequels very much at all. It seems like everything they're working with right now is actually before the sequels. They're not trying to fix the sequels. It's all like in that time in between the prequels and the main trilogy, or between the main trilogy and the sequels. They're not trying to make the sequels any better. I like that guy in the background. Can he evolve more? No. No. Cuck McGee over there, he stays. He stays there. True, but back then we didn't know how much worse things could get. Sorta, yeah. I mean, I suppose so. No, you're kind of right. Go piss, girl. Not yet. I'm not full yet. It's an awful way of saying that. Late 2010 Star Wars just half-assed reboots. I will stand on The Force Awakens being okay. That was an okay movie. It was dumb that they made a third Death Star. I thought that was fucking stupid, but it was an okay movie. There's a lot of places they could have gone from there. And I will never forgive Rian Johnson. I don't care if that movie fucking looks good or the dialogue is good. He just wanted to subvert expectations, and it just made a movie where you leave unsatisfied because nothing you want to happen happens, and it sucks. Ugh. Is it time? Is it time for freaking Bandle? Let's do Flaggle first. And then we go P, then we go into fucking tier list. Flaggle, this country, clearly Bahrain. Not Bahrain at all. 75% close. Down this way, E. Which means you are. I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's south of Bahrain? I don't know. Let's guess, dude, I don't know what this could be. Am I being stupid? Okay, let's just guess a different one. France. I know it's not France, but there's white in the middle. Green. Oh, there we go. Easy. Actually was easy if I wasn't stupid. Clearly Nigeria. What is their seal? This one. It is that one. Neighboring country is you. There are over 100 million people. There's a lot of people there, and they use the Lodi. I don't know that one. It can't be France again. Was it France once? I don't even remember. So many flags sticking in my mind. All right. Stop the damn music. Stop the damn music. I put 50 on one in Bandle. You better get this. Oh, don't you damn worry. This one's all me. You're fucked. Fellas, we're fucked. 3.3 billion views on YouTube. 2017, is this gonna be like a K-pop thing? Drums and bass, organ, piano, and then lots of synth. This has gotta be K-pop, right? 2017 with that's a crazy amount of views to get in less than 10 years. What's that K-pop boy band's name with Jungkook in it? What are they called? Fuck, what are they called? Shit. Behind the scenes, yes. Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's not the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I did not know BTS stood for behind the scenes for very long. Will it go by BTS? Oh my god, there's so much BTS. If it's BTS, I'll never get this. This looks like Permission to Dance. It's not them. It's red, which means it's not them, which is good to rule out. This sounds like Californication. Oh, fuck. Oh. What is this many? What would have this many views? It has to be K-pop, right? BTS does not stand for behind the scenes. It doesn't? I don't know what it stands for. What is it? Does it stand for anything? I took it at face value. I trusted my chat and I was wrong too. Okay. Isn't like Cat's Eye a band? No. Oh dear. Okay. Fergie. It's not Fergie. Okay. What if it's like DJ Khaled? No, what could this be with this many? It has to be K-pop, right? Okay. It's got something going on. I'll give it that. There's something going on here. Wait. What is that? Oh. Night Call? No, they wouldn't have that. That wouldn't be 3.3 billion. Fuck. Oh, I know this song. I don't know what this is called. What is this song called? I don't know what this song is called. I don't know. Skip. We're going to 6. Fresh regulations. New rules. Dua Lipa, new rules. Okay. Ah, never would have got that. Never would have got that. I should have guessed Dua Lipa. 3.3 billion? I guess, bro. 3.3 billion? This isn't even one of her top 5 Spotify songs, by the way. Oh, Sir Boone, how's it going, Ang? Okay. P time. We're going P, then we're doing tier list. I'll be back real quick.